At one point, Nokia was the most powerful phone company on Earth. In 2007, they controlled over 40% of the global mobile phone market. If you owned a phone back then, there's a good chance it was a Nokia. They were reliable. They were durable. They were everywhere. And yet, within just a few years, Nokia completely disappeared from the smartphone race. Here's the shocking truth. Nokia didn't lose because they were behind. They lost because they were too confident. Most people think Nokia failed because of bad phones. That's wrong. Others blame Apple, or Android, or Microsoft. Still wrong, the real reason Nokia lost is much deeper. And by the end of this video, you'll realize this mistake. It can destroy even the biggest companies today. At their peak, Nokia wasn't just winning. They were dominating. Their phones had incredible battery life, they worked in extreme conditions, they almost never broke. Inside Nokia, failure felt impossible. And when failure feels impossible, warning signs get ignored. This is where the downfall began. Not with technology, but with mindset. Here's the twist. Nokia actually saw the smartphone future coming. They just didn't believe it would matter. In 2007, Apple launched the iPhone. No physical keyboard, no stylus, just a full touchscreen. Inside Nokia, many executives laughed. They believed real phones were about hardware, signal strength, battery life, engineering perfection. But the iPhone wasn't just a phone. It was a software platform. And Nokia completely misread that shift. But Apple wasn't the real killer. The real problem was already inside Nokia. Nokia's main operating system was Symbian. On paper, it was powerful. In reality, it was outdated and painfully complex. Developers hated building apps for it. Users found it confusing. Even small updates took months. Every change had to pass through layers of management. While competitors moved fast, Nokia moved carefully. And in technology, speed matters more than perfection. Things got even worse. Because Nokia wasn't just fighting competitors. They were fighting themselves. Different teams inside Nokia were building different platforms at the same time. Departments competed instead of collaborating. Decision-making slowed down. Engineers saw the problems. But leadership feared change. They wanted to protect what was already working. But protecting the past is the fastest way to lose the future. While Nokia hesitated, someone else quietly changed the game. Google launched Android. Android wasn't perfect. But it was fast. Open. Built for developers. Samsung moved quickly. HTC moved quickly. The app ecosystem exploded. Nokia waited, and hesitation in tech is the same as falling behind. Eventually, Nokia made a desperate move. They partnered with Microsoft. They bet everything on Windows Phone. The design looked modern. The idea made sense. But the apps never came. Developers stayed away. Users stayed away. And without apps, a smartphone platform is already dead. Here's the real reason Nokia lost. They didn't lose because they lacked talent. They lost because they underestimated how fast the world was changing. They optimized for hardware while the future belonged to software. They protected success instead of questioning it. The smartphone war was never about phones. It was about platforms, ecosystems, and speed. Nokia had the resources. They had the engineers. They had the market. But in technology, missing the moment means losing the future. If this surprised you, remember this lesson. Because the next Nokia might already exist today. Subscribe to our channel for more business and tech insights.